Welcome to Native Honor Hours. We have a very special edition of our program today. Unfortunately, Cindy is not able to make it today. She's got to work selling herbs, if you know what I mean. It's a real job, so she's has to make that money today. But we're very, very fortunate and happy to have with us Mr. Gary Farmer. Gary is a good friend of ours, and always great to touch base with you, Gary. You're coming off of a very, very successful season on more than one front. Specifically, we just got done watching the finale of Reservation Dogs, and you hit it big. You wanna tell us a little bit about first of all your involvement in Reservation Dogs? You know how you got involved in that, and we'll go from there.
I've known everyone, all of that gang for a while, but I'm not, I'm kind of older than them all, so I know their moms and dads probably better. I don't know. It's a small world, our creative world, really. I mean, there's.
I have to say, a lot of the feedback that I've gotten, I mean, I can't think of anybody who doesn't love Uncle Brownie. That was a great character, and I think you actually brought a lot of realism and a lot of just the character. I saw that and I was like, man, that's Gary. Gary made that happen. So, what was some of your thoughts when you saw the part of Uncle Brownie? Did you think that this was just right for you?
I guess so. I mean, I think every part's right for me if they send it to me, I guess. I mean, this is nice because it's an all native driven operation, right? Except for FX, it's all native folks. So it's a pretty comforting thing, although it was challenging because it didn't have a lot of money to make it. So it was very challenging. Didn't have the normal size crew that you might for something like that, but and most of the crew were from the communities. So a lot of them. There were a few, ringers, but outside of that, it was a pretty community effort. So that was really interesting. Like Sterling's brother is the location manager.
When you saw the part, when they sent it to you, was that final scene written into there, or is that something that just sort of happened as you were filming it?
Well, I don't know if your audience is ready for the real story or not. You got a pretty soft audience there, right? I mean, I originally auditioned for the cop.
You auditioned for the cop?
Yeah, I don't think well, I'm just guessing, but I don't think Uncle Brownie was, I'm not sure he was he might have been, but I had gone to a dinner party and I was pretty elated when I did the audition originally for Big, who is the cop. And so I'm not sure if they got that idea from that audition because it was pretty, I couldn't stop laughing really. And then next thing you know, I got offered. Well, I got offered, but there was a stipulation that I would, that there's nudity involved. So, I think I'm pretty well the only Indian who's ever taken off his clothes in front of a camera or a stage. So I get called on for that stuff all the time. So, I think, and then, I think it's partially related to, I mean, if you watch the history of both Sterling's films and Taika's films, you'll see a lot of the imagery and concepts in their earlier work come to fruition in this particular piece in a kind of fascinating way, Oklahoma. And that's how it all kind of shook out. I don't know. I had a cousin Brownie in my life. Apparently Sterling had an Uncle Brownie in his life. I was going to wear the vest. I got the vest in the closet. I took the patches off, but I love the vest. They had four of them, so I got one of them.
What has been the response to your character and how you portrayed him, and I guess specifically to the finale?
Um, people make fun a lot. There's a lot of mem. I mean, I got enough memes. Is that what you call them? Memes? MEME. I got a lot of memes on me already, but memes, yeah. I got a lot of memes about me already, so it's just gonna quadruple, I suspect. I don't know. I'm probably close to retirement anyway, so it don't matter. I'll just disappear from the scene after a while, and everyone will move on.
Now, the finale, at least I got the impression that there might be a bigger role for you in season 2. Is that your impression? They give you any idea of if that's going to happen?
No, I don't think so, because it's the kid's story, right? It's the four leads are the ones, right? So it's their story. Well, one of them is in the writing room, the oldest one of the four. So no, I think they got a lot of story there. I mean, I'm sure Wesley and I and Kimberly and Jennifer and all the rest of them, great job by John. We'll all drift through that story, but it's the kids' show.
Well, I take it, given you mentioned the money and the people behind it, I take it you're probably not surprised that it's been a big success.
Oh yeah, sure. I'm totally surprised. You never know anything you do. I mean, I was happy for Resident Alien as well, which I'm back shooting now with the second season. So you never know. I mean, I think Native Stories coming into its own just post Black Lives Matter. Maybe I don't know. It's kind of interesting that the show's been kind of accused of being somewhat anti-black or something, but that's kind of crazy. But there wasn't a lot of black representation from the community, so that's become a real topic of discussion on some social media platforms, which has really been interesting to kind of evaluate that. And of course, there's a lot of issues to deal with still. So I think everyone's clamoring. There's a lot more writers in the room, which should make it, well, according to Tazba, who's one of the head writers, would make it a pretty wild ride. We'll see what the second season comes. So.
I was thinking they need to have a tribal court scene in there.
Yeah, you should tell them, Ed. I mean,
and they need a judge.
Yeah. Graham make a good judge.
He would.
He plays judges a lot.
I would. You mentioned Resident Alien. You're currently shooting for that now. Is that right?
Yeah, we doubled up the effort too. So we did 10 episodes this year. Last year, we're doing 16 this year. So it's interesting. Yeah, it's going great. Actually, the scripts are so funny. I mean, I just sit here and laugh. When you read the script, some of the stuff in the scenes are, I don't know, it's just so much fun. We just, I shot 3 scenes. I was behind on the shows because I went to Spain to shoot another film or a series with Chasky Spencer playing the lead against Emily Blunt in a show called The English. It's a 1875 Western. If you can imagine like a woman's version of Dead Man, it's kind of like that. But yeah, it was fun. It was beautiful hanging out in Spain for a month, even though with all the COVID restrictions. But we get tested like 3 to 4 times a week, and so that's how they keep us going. And it's been a challenge going from one country to another. So that's been really interesting. But hanging out in Spain was really an eye opener for me. It was good.
When is that scheduled to come out?
The producer it's a BBC Amazon effort, and the producer said September 22. So this next fall, I guess. This time next fall.
Well, let's see. You just finished that film. Just finished Reservation Dogs. You're filming a second season of Resident Alien. You were on Rutherford Falls, right?
I don't know if they'll write me back in or not. Nobody's saying anything, and I think the writing room's closing up. They should go into production by spring, I suspect.
But you're
Yeah.
staying pretty busy.
Yeah, it's been a good year or two for me. Yeah, I mean, somehow I still seem behind. You know, you got a gig, I'll take it. You know, but I don't know how that works. But this seems to flow in and out.
Well, we're we root for you, and it's really great to see the success that you're having, and all of the great shows and movies and stuff you do, and we're happy that you're our friend, and it's just really great to see the success that you're having. And you've had success before, but you're on fire, Gary. It's great to see that.
Well, I got to give thanks to the University of Nebraska Omaha for all my success.
Cindy and I say that. We say we launched you.
If it wasn't for Nebraska, I really don't know where I'd be today.
We're going to keep this and make it a promo for our program.
I'm going to come and get my degree for the
Tribal Management and
Emergency Management degree.
You know what? We need to have you back, Gary. I think they're lifting some of the COVID restrictions, and we're sitting here trying to plan stuff. And you're number one on our list to get back here. We need to have some Gary Farmer in our community again.
Well, you should give me an honorary emergency management degree.
You know what? That's something I bet, a doctorate.
A doctorate of emergency management. I'd really like that, man. I'd wear that proudly.
Gary knows what disasters and emergencies are.
I'd wear a hat, mat suit for graduation and everything,
Yeah, we'll use that as our next promo poster. Put you up in a hazmat suit.
Yeah.
We'll make sure the suit is on.
Yeah. We'll keep the clothes on for you guys.
Well, we'll be looking. When does have any idea when second season of Resident Alien is scheduled to air?
Well, we're just getting 5 now, so we got 4 in the can just as of yesterday.
How many episodes have you been in?
I'm in 12 of 16 this year, so
wow, that's an increased role for you then.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, well, Chris is just, he did Family Guy, the guy who runs operations here. Although I think we're really with NBC Universal now, so it's not near as much fun, because they're not very much fun. Corporate television is just not fun. But we're all getting along still and having fun with the script, because the scripts are so strong, and beyond what we face as professionals in this corporate world is we're doing good.
Well, we know you're extremely busy and took some time out of your schedule to come visit with us, and appreciate Kenny taking some time out of his work too to make this happen. So
yeah, I'm auditioning for Will Ferrell this morning, so I got to get to that.
Wow. All right. Well, let us know what happens, and we'll keep everybody posted. But it's good seeing you again, Gary, and we wish you nothing but the best. You know that.
We'll have to get Will on the show if I get the job.
You know what? If you can hook us up with someone, with some of those young kids that were on Reservation Dogs, we'd be happy to have them on too. But we're happy that you can come on and be with us. So wish you the best and good luck with your audition or meeting with Mr. Farrell.
Okay, buddy. Take care.
See ya. Good talking to you, Gary. Bye.
Thanks, Carl. Thank you. Ed.